you're at or who you are. Sorry, guess what? I have not been drinking, and after going to Austin, Party Town, USA, Texas, I've been indulging a bit. So old Nick is back. Don't worry, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Thank you for joining us today. We're scanning film. Oh shit! Don't worry, I'm doing that classic mistake of having the stream open over here, so there's going to be a whole feedback loop. Anyway, how you guys doing? Let me see. Is the chat showing up over here, over there? Sound off. How you doing? I'm going to be scanning film. I got some street photography strips over there. Fuji 400. And yeah, bada bing. No, it's, oh my God, Alexander, dude. Fucking, you guys know Alexander Just. He's the best studio photographer on the planet. And he's also a great shit poster. You know what I mean? And he just texted me being like, yo, is this on at this time or at that time? And we're live now. Don't be messing up with my freaking flow. Here we go. What's up, Juan? Thank you so much. Come on. How you doing? Bro, we're live. We're here. We're doing it. We're blah, 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 eating pho. Crunk. President Crunk is here? Holy crap, dude. Oh my God. Pho. I love pho. Don't fuck with me, man. You're about to get on a plane, Juan. Where the hell are you going? You going overseas? Anyway, let's so first step, as you can tell, my copy stand does not have a camera on it. We're gonna put my Sony A7 III on there, but I don't scan with a 24 mil because I'm not a dingus. Let's spin this around. We use the 90 mil macro lens. This thing's pretty cool. My favorite feature of it is this is the AF MF switch. Is the focus ring. Look at this. Look at that. It goes up and down. So up, I think, is manual focus, or is it the other way around? No, up is AF, down is MF. So you're a motherfucker if you're down, and you're, I don't know. I don't want to say it. I was about to say ass something if you're up. But there you go. Manual focus, down. Going to McAllen. Wait, what's in McAllen? You're just chilling in your state, Texas. I'm about to get on a plane. McAllen, Texas. Where the heck is that? I'm sorry, I'm not a native. I know I act like that I'm a big old Texas guy, but I'm originally from Florida, which is kind of like Texas light, or is Texas Florida light? I don't know. You guys sound off in the chat. Which state is more America, Texas or Florida? Either way, they're both pretty USA, I guess. I don't know. I was never really patriotic, I guess, as a kid. But anyway, Juan, I hope you have safe travels, as you get on your plane. Be nice to the stewardesses and everything. Don't be that guy that always clicks the button and slaps their butt. ATX. Hell yeah! What's up, Crunk? Oh, man. Freaking President Crunk in the house, man. I love it. ATX was a very fun time because I met a very fun friend, and he was awesome. Working there for the week. What's going on? What are you doing, man? What kind of work are you getting into? I mean, you don't have to reveal. I know it's like internet weird stuff. You don't want to tell people stuff for randos' fault. And that was what was one weird thing about this thing in Austin, dude. These guys are real nice. They were a part of the crew that does street photos in San Antonio, just like that guy. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Money Shot Photo. He runs a street photo outfit in San Antonio, and his group's called the Street Meet. And his friends were there. They came out to the Austin thing, and it was just weird when they told me they knew kind of the area I lived in, and I was like, I don't know you guys at all. It just seems kind of weird that these random people know where I live. So, yeah, I guess that's what you got to deal with as being an internet person. But anyway, sound off in the chat, dude. We only got Juan and Donald Crunk sounding off. So I feel like I'm all alone here. I see there's more people watching. We're scanning film today. We're scanning some color film with my Sony A7 III. So, join in on the chat. You don't got to be a weirdo, just like a little wallflower. Come on. Have fun. That's what we're doing. So right now I got my little bubble level. I'm checking for level on the camera to make sure we're on the same plane here. And I have this little thing here. I can pull that or push it, and it kind of adjusts this plane, this axis of rotation, if I mess with that little lever. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just and guess what? It looks pretty slick. Looks pretty level to me. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna lock that off. I'm no perfectionist. This stuff is either gonna be sharp or it's not. As long as I can see the grain, I'm happy. Guys, sound off in the chat. We got 13 people watching, but we only got Juan. Why are you making Juan and Donald Crunk do all the talking? What's up, dude? Limelight Darkroom, what's up? Finally made it. Hey, hell yeah, dude. You made it here before I started scanning. So thank you, guys. Everybody applaud Limelight for being here on time, finally, instead of being late to the shebang. Okay. So I've just leveled the camera. It's about time to start feeding in film. I just want to make sure all my settings are good. I scan in aperture priority. A lot of people do not camera scan in aperture priority because they like to think more than they like to shoot. I'm just being a dick. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Anyway, so I usually just focus a hair before 0.3 meters, and then I know that's about where I'm going to be on this thing. I do have a mark on this thing. I forget if that's for my 4x5 scanning or if that's for my medium format scanning. But for 35 mil, it's usually just like almost as close as you can get. But if I focus too close, then I'm cropping off the frame lines, and I don't want to do that. Started scanning my film from the meetup. Got you and Grain Days facing off. Holy shit, dude! I'd love to see that, man. Holy shit, send me that. That would be sick. Holy crap! Was that on Tri-X, right? Crunk, can I tell everybody who you are and tell everybody to go to your Instagram? Let me know. Let me know if I can dox you on here to your Instagram, not to your home address. You know what I mean? Anyway. Okay, next step, I got some film hung up over here. Can you see it? Yeah, that's film. And I'm going to put on gloves and grab it and put it into my little machine here. I have the Essential Film Holder. There should be a link in the description. If you need a film holder, this is the best film holder on the planet. Don't fuck around with all the fancy, expensive stuff. Okay, Crunk says I can dox him. So everybody, check out Grain Rot on Instagram. I got to spend the majority of my freaking trip out to Austin hanging out with Mr. Grain Rot, Mr. Donald Crunk out there, and he's an amazing street photographer, and we did a lot of street shooting together, and that's what I'm scanning today. And he does awesome work, so check him out. Very talented, very cool person, very down to earth. Check him out. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this roll first, because it was the closest to me. No other reason than that. All of these rolls are Fuji 400. One of them is the real Fuji 400. The rest of it is the fake Fuji 400 that they make in Rochester. Don't tell Kodak that I know their dirty little secrets. That's just how it goes. Anyway, hope you all are having a good Monday. I know it's start of the work week and all that kind of boring stuff for most of us. For me, it's trying to get back to normalcy. And unfortunately, I've grown a bit accustomed to the big city lifestyle, grabbing a beer and getting a little lit. So now I'm trying to ease myself back in to, normal, country bumpkin life, which is kind of tough. But it'll be all right. This is my life. This is the life I chose. Fuji 400 going through the film holder right now. Anyway, people, hit me up. I work as a service tech traveling all around the U.S., mainly Texas. Well, dude, so the service tech, is it like for IT stuff or for more like mechanical stuff? Anyway, stuff breaks. So service techs are always going to be in high demand. I kind of wish, whenever I meet like a really manly dude with a manly job that goes out with a wrench, or fucking goes out and works on the job site with his hard hat, I kind of feel like, dude, did I fuck up? Wait, go into debt, go into college for graphic design, and then now I'm trying to be an influencer to make up for that. You know what I mean? Like, did I fuck up big time? right now, I feel like I can't even feed this thing through, but don't worry. The essential film holder, best film holder on the planet. There we go. Okay. First frame framed up. Mechanical stuff, plastic molding industries. Oh, sounds kind of cool, man. I mean, if you actually got to know what all the doohickeys and gears and all that kind of stuff does and whatnot, I mean, I feel like that's a valuable thing to know. People are always going to need stuff. Industrial, well, do you feel, did you need that to get this job you have? You know, I mean, it sounds like it's kind of similar. I went to school for graphic design and here I am doing photography. So did I need that? Well, I didn't get the degree. I dropped out. I'm a dropout. Don't listen to me, kids. Anyway, we got the first frame framed up in the film holder. Now we got to find focus, critical focus. Let's see. I might be too close with the camera. Definitely too close with the camera. Have to pull out a little bit. Bing, bing. And now I'm just twisting the barrel of the lens so I can see that grain on the picture. And we're pretty much there. If anybody is friends with Alexander Just on Instagram, send him a message. Tell him we're live because he needs to be in here trolling us. Yeah, it helps the self-branding, Leo. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I use the same font, the same colors for my fonts in all my text on all my videos. So, I mean, at least I had that. You know, some people might say it's too obnoxious, but I mean, you know what I've learned? One thing graphic design taught me is like subtlety is overrated. You know what I mean? You can try and be chic and, you know, understated and appeal to that crowd, but fuck that, dude. Like just fucking beat them over the head like fuck you're clubbing a seal. You know what I mean? Like that's what I respond to. I feel like, you know, if it can look cool and be super ham-fisted, then fucking fist it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm trying to frame up some 35 millimeter over here. We got a little bit of frame of border around. You can see the frame lines, and that's the struggle. It's like a back and forth. So I fuck with this knob to get it closer or farther away. Then I fuck with the lens barrel. And right now I think I hit that sweet spot. Let me see if I can flip this around. Ah! Ah! Okay. So now you guys, oh, it always makes me press it twice. So I have, you know, the frame line around, and you guys can see me in the background. I know it's a little trippy. So I don't want to crop into the picture at all. That's the whole point. I want to be as close as I can. But if you get too close where it's like a hair's width, then it just makes it like way too hard. Like for 36 frames at a time, you know what I mean? To just go through and be like, let me make sure I'm not cropping out any of the picture. It gets a little tough. Okay, before I start actually scanning, let's see what we got here. Bruv, I'm in college right now, and I'm relegated to shooting black and white stills in the Minolta 16. At least I'm not in debt so far. Dude, in the Minolta 16, like the sub miniature, like the Minox kind of thing. I got one of those things over here. Let me go grab it. Puppy, you're fine. Ah. Like this is what they make you go to college for, to fuck around with this, dude. You could have found this for free. I'm sorry. I'm very anti-college because, you know, I might have went to college for graphic design, but I kind of majored in some other extracurriculars, if you get my drift. But I won't drop it, Juan. Come on, give me a break. I learned my lesson on that one live. I just went to school for industrial design because I like the career, but it has nothing to do with what I do. Oh, or graphic design, but industrial got me. Well, dude, I mean, either way, you know, the long winding path is what gets you to where you're going. There's no shortcuts in this life, and sometimes you need to learn those lessons the hard way. And that's where I'm at in life. I've tried and failed at countless endeavors and, you know, just flights of fancy and rabbit holes that just like, anyway. I don't want to think about all that negatively. It's what got me here and what made me who I am today. And I'm just super grateful I get to talk to y'all. So, you know, here we go. We're live, baby. We're doing it. Yeah, the Minolta 16. Is this what you're fucking with right now, man? I'm not made to shoot it. I bought it. I just use it to satisfy. Okay, well, good. I mean, if that's a way you can shoot for pretty cheap, I know 100 feet of 16 mil, which I think you could load into this, ain't too expensive. You know, it's like $50, right, for 100 feet of 16 mil. Bada bing. Anyway, this thing is fun. I do want to shoot this. I've never gotten a chance to shoot it, but it fires. It's like a little spy camera. The Minolta 16. I have another one too in storage somewhere, but this is what the CIA uses when they're doing their MK Ultra shit and they're trying to make us all think that the world's flat, or that Jackson Pollock is a real artist, or that Jim Morrison is more than just a psyop. I know the Doors rock, but you know his dad was like a Navy intelligence guy, so break on through to the other side. More like lies, lies, lies. Ah! Anyway. This is welcome to InfoWars, where they're turning all your frogs gay. Don't tell the Clintons what's going on. Anyway, we got our first frame framed up. It's time to start scanning. Just blow off the dust. And the CIA stuff is done with Minox stuff. They had more precise. Yeah, I know. The Minox was the go-to, but I'm sure some freaking... I'm sure they like trolled some of like the field agents there and like, here, take the Minolta. And then he was like, fuck, dude. You know, like they gave him the cheap shit. I'm sure there's like some kind of tomfoolery. Even in the like the intelligence agencies, there's got to be some kind of like bro hazing. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how important your job is, you're gonna fuck around. I was listening to a podcast. They were talking about like they do some crazy ass wacky fraternity ass shit in the intelligence community. So come on, they got to be fucking around. Yeah, it would be kind of funny. Okay, we're ready. I think I'm framed up. One thing I like to check. So since I do aperture priority, I always have to check that the exposure compensation dial is set to 0. And now I can just start firing away. I got this little remote shutter. Bing, bong, boom. I always go to F8, ISO 100, and it's telling me 1/30 is where it wants to be at. So now I just got to pull through and go to the next one. By the way, if you guys need a nice film holder for your camera scanning setup, the Essential Film Holder, there might be a link. There should be a link in the description. If you, an affiliate link if you want to help me out and get one for yourself. If not, check out my videos about camera scanning. You should see an affiliate link there. And I get a little bit of kickback if you buy one through my link. It's the only camera, it's the only film holder I've ever used. So take it with a grain of salt, the kind of like espousing of it being the best holder from me, seeing as I haven't bought another professional one. But I just feel like it's a great value proposition, considering how much they charge for other ones and how good this thing is and what it can do. Anyway, chat, say hi to Sarah. She just came back into the room. She's trapped here. She has to read all the comments to me. So she is your nexus to get to me. You talk to me through this chat. She reads it to me out loud, and I respond. Otherwise, I have to do this and look at the screen. Don, Crunk, what are you working with now, Crunk? So I'm pretty caught up on the chat. So you don't got to worry about reading stuff to me now. But anyway, everyone say hi, Sarah. Yay! John says hi, Sarah.
How many rolls did you do?
What do you mean? How many I got to develop right now?
No, how many have you scanned?
This is the first one. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna keep you here for the whole scanning because we do have to eat dinner. So maybe after this one, I'll say goodnight to you guys and I'll eat dinner and I'll scan the rest of this on my own time. But we'll see how this progresses. You might not be here for the whole scan because I have like 5 rolls to scan. So, and I just got to 1, 2, 3, my 4th shot, not even my 4th roll. So.
Juan says all your equipment for scanning is in the video, right? I want to buy this stuff and start scanning my old film.
Yeah, I think everything I use, like, I don't say like which rocket blower I got because I don't even know. The light I use is in there. And this light I use, it doesn't sit level. Like it has like little dials on the back. So I had to make this base for it. I made a little design, a 3D design, and had it 3D printed. But I just thought of something the other day. Why didn't I just like glue little footsies to it? Like, get some kind of like exact size thing, or just like even some like little rectangles, some like rectangle cube things on either side would have made it level. Anyway, only 5 rolls of Grainy Days naked on the bearskin rug. No, I did not get to hang out with him in his hotel room, so I didn't get those frickin' dick pics that I was hoping to get going to Austin. I did get to talk to him. He seemed like a swell guy. Seemed pretty down to earth, considering he's from Hollyweird. You know what I mean? Because I know those people get weird over there. Anyone here in the Hollywood, LA area, sound off if you're in the LA scene right now. And give us like a horror story in the comments of like the weirdest frickin' LA weirdo. Only 10 sheets of 20 by 24 transparency of naked Grainy Days. Dude, yeah, I know. I only got 10. I was hoping to get a few more life-size shots of Jason's hog, you know what I mean? And let me tell you, it does not disappoint. It's got that hook in it. Thank you, Alexander, for making it weird. NYC stand-up anyway. What are we talking about? Who's doing New York City stand-up? Me? I don't think I could hack it, guys. I think I'd bomb. I do have delusions of grandeur, thinking I could go do Kill Tony. Guys, speaking of Kill Tony, Sarah, tell everybody what shot we're hoping to see.
Kill Tony.
Sarah got a shot of Tony Hinchcliffe in Austin, Texas on 6th Street, dude, because the mothership is right there. The comedy mothership is right there on 6th Street. So like dozens of times a night, 3 nights in a row, we were, walking back and forth in front of the mothership. And then here comes Hinchcliffe acting like he's going to sneak into the mothership while he's wearing like, what was like a lime green puffy jacket, right?
I don't know.
It's not like he was trying to be like, like subtle.
But nobody happened to be around.
Yeah. But Sarah got a shot of him. So I think it's on 500T. So I don't think we have it on your roll here, but I'm looking forward to finding and scanning and posting that roll. Stand up isn't stop sitting, but go off. What, John? We're talking about stand-up comedy over here, okay? What were you gonna say, babe?
Well, it was from my hip. I normally don't shoot from my hip, so I don't even know if his face will be in it.
Sarah's worried that she cropped his face out of it, but I feel like he's got such a distinctive face shape that even if it's just his chin, it will still be a good shot, Okay. And he was like, I didn't see the shot take place. Like, I saw the flash in the corner of my eye, but then he was kind of like, whoa, and then he just went in. And it was funny because there was a couple other photographers that we had met the day before that were like right up the street, and apparently they were chasing him down. But Sarah was like right in front of him, like they got him like over his shoulder, like looking back at him, but she was like, she bum rushed him.
I did. And because the 3 of you.
Me, Mingo, and Gayla?
Gayla, yeah. Like, you guys are just, what you're looking for, and I feel like a lot of times you guys would all go run to do something, and then, like, I would be left because there's no room,
It is tough trying to play nice and not
nobody saw him, and, like, in a split second, I just bum rushed.
Yeah, you gotta be decisive.
The 3 of you didn't see it at all. Or maybe you did, but...
Limelight Darkroom's in the Midwest? What? Dude, where Midwest, dude? Because the best portrait photographer / best ship poster that I know is also in the Midwest area. Maybe you guys should hang out. I don't know. But yo, Crunk. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we were blessed to have the best Austin ambassadors to show us around. And even though me and Sarah have done 6th Street, street photos on our own, it was great. We were so blessed to go see Grain Rot. That's GrainRott. So at Grain Rot with 2 T's on Instagram. Check out his work. And what's Gayla's tag?
Hold on. LA_Luminara.
La Luminara with a underscore in between. Crunk, go ahead and hit them with that tag in the chat if you're still here. But yeah, you guys got to check out these people. They're the most coolest down-to-earth street shooters in Austin, Texas. And yeah, maybe I haven't met all of them, but I can pretty confidently say that.
Oh, Ramses?
Oh, Ramses, dude. Oh, yes.
The light of the whole
And
weekend.
their buddy Ramses, oh my God, he steals the show with how cool. He's just such a cool guy. He's also a break dancer. So he's like, looking at the street scene, just like doing this, vibing, and like fucking doing spins and like what's going on over there, and then just takes your photo. So like somebody just couldn't be mad at him, No one would be like, whoa, fuck this guy. They'd be like, well, yeah, this guy's cool. Yeah, maybe I should dance too. You know what I mean? Like,
it was amazing to watch him shoot.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, guys, check out what Donald Crunk just put in the chat. Check out Grain Rot, La Luminara, and I think it's Ramses.Cruise, or is it _Cruise Crunk? I don't know. Check them out. These guys and the
Cruise.
It's .Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at Ramses like the Pharaoh .Cruise like Ted Cruz. I know that's you probably don't want to hear that, but anyway, check out the crew, dude. These guys, I mean, I cannot wait till I get to go to Austin again and hang out with these guys because they just made it a dream. Super nice. And it was like, getting to go meet all the famous film tubers, Jason and Trev Lee and Caleb and King James. That was just like the icing on top, getting to hang out with them. That was the meat of the situation. And they were so sweet. Ramses even came to the Beers and Cameras meet with a point and shoot. He was like, okay, we're gonna show up with point and shoots to make Nick look bigger with his SLR Leica. And I Crunk Mingo, you showed up with your M6. You did not follow suit. That was the plan. But I'm just giving you shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. But yeah, it was super fun. This is the one thing about scanning on a live stream. I can never remember if I took the shot yet, so I'm always reaching over here to review. Looks like I already took this one, so we're gonna pull it through to the next one. Anyway, I know I'm just rambling on here, guys, about how much fun I had in Austin. Hit me up with any questions about like what do you want to know about what was it like meeting Grainy Days or shooting in Austin or meeting Caleb. Did you guys know that I'm taller than Caleb, who was previously the tallest, film influencer, and I guess I'm fucking taller, so get fucked, dude. I mean, I'm not trying to seem mean. Wow. I don't mean it. I say get fucked. Take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm taller, okay? So we did the whole thing. We stood up on our tippies, and Sarah took a ruler, and we did the whole chalkboard thing.
That didn't happen.
Okay, there was no chalkboard, no ruler, but we did do the back-to-back thing, dude. So what you're saying is you made it. Good job. No, I didn't make it, dude. Nobody said, hey, my guy at Squarespace is going to call you. Here's money. No, I'm still fucking got to hustle. No expectation of pay anytime soon. I still just got to make content for free for all you guys. And thank you for everyone who supported me and watched and subscribed and liked and all that. I'm not trying to sound dissatisfied or mean or mad or anything, but I haven't made it yet. There's still a long way to go. But there's also a lot of exciting opportunities that did open up. So I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was well worth it. Very serendipitous things happened. I don't even think I've told Mingo. Crunk, I don't even think I told you about the whole thing. Do I have the card here? Anyway, he was there when we met the lady, but I mean, you were there at the photo walk when we met the lady. But anyway,
yeah, I think so.
We got a big opportunity, dude. We should have like a phone call soon, and I'll tell you all about it, man. I'm trying to keep it under wraps for now. I don't want to like blow my whole load. I almost did a whole story on Instagram, and Sarah was like, "You're gonna blow your whole load," and people aren't. Then what's gonna be the point of doing a video about it? I'll tell you later, Mingo. Just hit me up later, and I'll send you a link to something, and it's pretty interesting, dude. I'm pretty excited about it. But we were both there. It was when we were hanging out. We kind of, me and Donald Crunk here, chat. We were doing the whole Darkroom Lab photo walk thing around Austin, and Crunk was like, "Why are they going that direction? That's not the best way for the light. Like the light, you should go that way." Anyway, but we were following along because that's what you want to do. You want to rub elbows with all the film elite, the film Illuminati, and so we're following along, and eventually we get under like I guess it's like the famous bat bridge where all the bats fly out at sunset and like go around Austin and eat all the mosquitoes and whatnot. But
It was so cute.
There was a guy there with a little bat that he was like nursing back to health. But anyway, eventually, I was talking to some people that I met there, and Mingo and Gayla were hanging out. Me and Sarah were there. And also, Grainy Days was hanging out talking to some other dude there, and he was holding his Hasselblad like this the whole time with his big old prism finder, which I have too, dude. So, you know what? You're not better than me, Jason. Anyway, and we're hanging out. And that's when this opportunity just showed up. After the whole like photo walk, like 100 people had already walked on around the corner and got lost. And eventually, that opportunity showed up. I talked to this person that I got connected with, networked, and I'm excited. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. There should be a video about it. I can't wait. But and then eventually, we started walking, trying to catch up. Grainy Days like 50 yards in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, I need to go fucking meet Grainy Days more. I need to talk Grainy Days more and get Squarespace money. Anyway, yeah, but then we were just like, fuck it, dude. I got to get back to my dog. And we turned around and let the rest of the photo walk go on without us, even though I know they were all missing me because I am such a bubbly personality. I am the future of film over here. Anyway, I'm sorry if I sound cocky, but that's how it went down. And that was the photo walk. There was also the meetup at like the brewery, which is where I actually got to talk to Jason. Other than that, it was just a few quips back and forth. He was like, you think you're better than me? And I was like, yeah, I do. I'm just kidding. That's not what happened. But it would be funny if that is what happened, wouldn't it be? Anyway, that's the story, kiddos. Hit me up if you got any questions about what really happened. But that's kind of what happened. We got some pictures here. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. I'm looking at some person sitting down, looking like they're on a scooter. This might be one of your photos, babe, because this is upside down. The way I know that it's Sarah's is because her camera feeds on the right instead of on the left. It feeds right to left instead of left to right. So that means as I'm feeding this right to left, things are right side up. Usually when I, normal camera, you look down at it, it feeds left to right, with an SLR. And so when I feed it right to left, everything's upside down. Anyway, whatever, nerd shit. Who cares? So do any of the guys know your content yet, or did you just feel like the oddball guy out? They fucking knew, dude. Jason had commented on that one video I called him out on, Film Tubers Exposed, whatever, the Minolta Weathermatic. So he knew about it. Setting up an actual black and white darkroom. Yes, Menace, I have. I plan. That's my life goal. But right now I'm living in my mom's den in her ranch, and I feel spread thin, and just doesn't make sense for me to want to do that at this point in my life. And I do want to set up a darkroom eventually, and make actual optical, chemical, analog prints and sell them online and whatnot. But anyway, back to what Gas Cameras and Gear was saying. Yes, they knew my shit. Everyone knew my shit. And I don't know. It kind of irked.
Do you want to tell them what he said?
What who said?
What Jason said?
Jason said he was concerned. Apparently, all the California freaking hipster liberal people are all like, Nick's crazy. Nick's unhinged. Nick is coming to this Austin thing to kill us all with his firearms. And that's what he thought. He thought I was coming there to kill them all. So that didn't happen. Apparently, you guys haven't seen it in the news yet. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But apparently,
it's a really weird thing, though, that he would.
Yeah, it is weird that they would say that. They thought I was coming there to kill them. And yo, Justy boy, I'm not just kidding over here. He really did say that. And frickin' the one thing that irked me, Caleb seemed really nice in person too, but he said, "Oh, what are you, like a farmer or something?" And the base lizard brain part of me took that as, "Oh, so what? You're gonna big time me over here, just because you're some LA Hollywood big shot? You're gonna be like, oh, you little country bumpkin, you're a farmer." You know what? That kind of rustled my jimmies. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? No drama here. No drama for your mama. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't even have said that. Sarah's probably mad that I mentioned that right now. King Japes was nice enough too. Trev Lee seemed to be the nicest, but then part of you wonders, is that just your job because he's like the social media guy for the Darkroom Lab? So if that's in your job title, you just got to be nice. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not trying to start drama over here, but apparently I am because I just keep talking about the drama. But everybody was nice. Nobody was mean, you know. Nobody was outright mean, but
I mean, networking events are always weird.
yeah, networking is weird. Yeah, well, they are from California. Yeah, sounds like people from the Bay Area in LA. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. That people, you know, I don't know if but there's exceptions to the rule, guys. What's his name? I don't know if he ever joins the lives. Government psyop. He never joins the lives. This guy that I became, I think his name on YouTube is Eaten by Opium. But dude, he seems like a cool ass fucking bro from LA. And he was lucky, dude, with all those fires. He told me in the DMs that he was like a block away. Like he couldn't even go outside. Like freaking choked to death. You know, ash covering everything. And I'm scared, dude. In our area right now in Texas, there's fucking.
I think they're both contained now.
They're contained, but they sprang up, didn't they? So I mean, it was scary. There were some wildfires near us.
A couple miles from us, and then one in the next town over. The next town over was really bad.
Yeah, the next town over.
It was 10,000 acres.
Jeez, 10,000 acres. Yeah.
I don't know how much the one over here was.
So yeah, I mean, there was some scary shit happening here in Texas. It's dry. We did just get some rain today, but
last night.
Oh, last night.
Yeah, there was like crazy hail.
I can't keep track of time now that I'm drinking again, guys. Sorry, I'm a lost cause. Perfect what?
Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
That would have been a perfect because I keep seeing everybody looking for window repair.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know what? John, I feel like I can't go all total farmer because I feel like to real farmers, to real, you know, rednecks, to real people that just do bass fishing and buck hunting and fucking farmer carrying bales of hay in each hand and pressing it. Like I'm a fucking pussy. I'm like a California pussy to them. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm somewhere in between. I'm just a normal person, fucking around, hanging out, whatever. We're all just normal people. And you know what? Like, you know, I don't blame anybody for anything because all we are is like a product of the things that we've been exposed to through life. And that's how you like everybody judges people. You can't just act like you're a totally non-judgmental, enlightened person. You are not the Buddha. You are not Siddhartha. You know, everybody, yeah, and like, how are you going to judge people other than through the lens of what you have been exposed to throughout your life? So if all you know is what goes on in California, LA, Bay Area, that is your truth. And my truth's a little bit different than you. Networking events are always a bit awkward because everyone either thinks they're better than everyone else or they have imposter syndrome. I feel like that. Yeah. I mean, I felt like this was the most confident I've ever been at a networking event, so big win. But still, I felt like, you know, in my mind's eye, there was the ideal situation, which would have been Nick comes in like Kenny Powers, proclaiming he's the white Jesus to all of the film photography people, moonwalking in, everyone getting down on their hands and knees and like, yes, the man, he's here, the man, the myth, the legend, Niccolo Presti. Everyone, throw your money at him. Squarespace, get Squarespace on the phone. Get Raid Shadow Legends. He's here. He's here. Oh my God! And everybody just being like, wow, it's Nick, wow. But that didn't happen. I still had to go kiss the ring. You know, like I was here with Mingo and Gayla and Sarah all in one area. My new best friends that I met in Austin, and all the cool people, the King Japeses, the Grainy Dayses, the Calebs, were all over there, and I had to go to them. You know, I felt like I've been making such big strides, and anybody in the film space right now, there's no way. There's
talk about ego, first of all.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
What the fuck? I mean, I feel like how could you not have seen If Film Were People? You know, and how could you not want to come say hi? That shit's hilarious, you know? Fucking come to me. I want to be the one who has to have his ring kissed. You know what I mean? Fuck! I don't know. Am I an asshole? I don't know.
Kind of an asshole.
I'm an asshole, guys, apparently. You know, I don't know. Okay, yes. I guess I am kind of an asshole. Whatever. I expect too much. I expect the whole world to crumble down for me because I made a few videos. Big deal. Whatever. is just is a little unhinged. LA, if film people, if filmer people is a little unhinged. LA people. Yes, LA people cannot handle the film people. Apparently, it's too unhinged for them. They like hinges on their doors to keep all those homeless people out of their houses. Heyo, or the unhoused, I guess. Um, I was glad to run into you on 6th Street. Only VIP I was interested in. Oh, dude, come on. See, now I'm sitting here like begging for people to stroke my ego, and here comes somebody out of the woodwork to stroke my. Jason, were you the one with the blue shirt that we ran into multiple times? And like on the last night, what was that? That was Saturday. That was Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We hung out with you Saturday night, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, dude, you were real nice, man. It was fun getting to talk to you, dude. To me, your videos are hilarious, but I was very surprised.
How did your photos come out?
Yeah, how did your photos come out, dude? I know that I haven't found out yet. I'm just trying to scan them now. But you might have seen yours.
It's gonna.
I know it's gonna take me forever, but that's how live streams go, dude. It takes you forever to do anything. And these are your shots right now, so be happy in yours first. We'll take a look at yours, and then I'll get to mine tomorrow or something. I don't know. But yeah, Jason, did you get to take a check? Did you get to check out your photos yet? And I know I do. I do the higher pitch thing. I kind of go like, and would you look at that? And look at that. Hello, and I kind of. I know my voice is lower in person. I feel like it's just for the emphasis. I have a range, so I have to like use all of it. You know, like when I write a script, I kind of imagine where the pitch goes for every part of it. And what's up, Terry? How's it going, guys? By the way, donate in the chat. I need money. I am not sponsored yet. Or donate on my PayPal or on my website. Then YouTube doesn't get a cut. I'm just kidding. You guys don't need to give me money. Your attention is enough for the algorithm to like me and push me out to other people. But I do need money, you know. Maybe buy some merch instead, because then when you spend money, you get something instead of just, you know, my thank you. You know, I have merch on my website, link down in the description below. I always forget I have to beg. I'm like a street busker here, except on the mean streets of the World Wide Web. Whoa. Making a bad joke about your sound effects. Pitch. Oh, okay, I get you, man. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I do the low pitch of the pitch shifting more than I do the high pitch. Is being a YouTuber your full-time job? Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry for, you know, Sarah, that it is. For the longest time. Okay, so back in 2020, right before I got let go from my real job, I had started an LLC. Sarah is 50% owner of said LLC, Lopresti Productions, which you see at the end of all my videos. You know, then I got let go, and I was just chasing client work, photo, video, graphic design, because I went to school for graphic design. And it's hard to drum up enough business doing that, going to chamber meetings, whatnot, to try and support yourself. And I never really got to that point. I've just been eating away at savings. And now I'm finally finding some semblance of success, and I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just need to act fast and make sponsor money come in so that I can keep doing this and making free content for all of y'all, make merch that maybe you guys want to pay me for me to ship that to you. And I just need real money coming in as quick as I can. But, you know, I feel like this is a very creatively fulfilling thing, but there's no guarantee of success, no safety net. It's either I succeed or Sarah leaves me and moves back in with her mom. So that's pretty much it. And I don't feel like that's happening.
No, I think at this point in our lives, it's worth the gamble.
Sarah says it's worth the gamble. You hear that? She's not leaving me yet. So, but yeah, full-time YouTuber. Yes. Yeah. And okay, so back to the whole darkroom shindig, meeting people. Grainy Days did say, hey, just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to find success. He was a nice guy. He was nice. Love your content. I'm excited for more videos. Hell yeah, Adrian. Thank you so much. More videos coming soon, guys. A week from this Thursday, probably. I think I might finally be able to finish the C41 color developing at home video, which I've been working on for like, it seems like 2 months now, right?
Yeah, here and there.
The script got really long. I filmed the whole talking head. I filmed a lot of pickups. Pickups are what I call footage that I film after I film the talking head part. Sometimes I film a lot of footage before the talking head, then that helps me formulate what I'm actually going to say, and then I film that whole part instead of doing voiceovers so that I can always randomly cut back to me talking to the camera. And I just kind of let the whole screen direction write itself. You know what I mean? Just started watching a video, already learned a bunch. Hell yeah, Patrick. Thank you so much, man. So have you been doing film for a while? Or are you just getting into film? Or are you just like, oh, film's for losers, but I kind of want to see what the losers do, so I'm going to hang out and watch Nick? You know, I don't really care either way. You know, film is kind of a real nerdy thing, right? Alexander, you still here, Alexander? Well, Patrick, welcome to the wonderful world of analog, man. It's a great place to be. Endless rabbit hole. And the cool thing about it is that there's just like this mystique to it because so much of the technology is just like forgotten and lost. And like, it's like, you know, stuff that people won't be able to shoot with in the future because those machines have been destroyed, or just like the know-how or the fuel you put into them with the film or that battery type. And that's kind of what I feel like has fueled the FOMO of this generation to get into analog, because it's like different, it's wacky, it's quirky, you know. Rodeo, I thought those were some of your best. Thank you so much, man. It's like, yeah, that's real nice of you to say, because the guy who hired us to go out and take those rodeo shots, he hasn't hired us since July. So fucking get back off your high horse. Fucking, he's not gonna watch this.
Still, stop speaking ill.
Okay, I'm not speaking ill. Anyway, Sarah's getting mad at me for burning bridges over here that are already freaking ash at this point.
I understand that, but.
Should I keep going? I just finished this roll. I mean, I'm at my highest point now. We're at like 30 people watching. You really want me to quit now? I need you to sit here and talk to them while I pee, though.
No, I'm not doing that.
Guys, okay, so we got 30 people. Oh, now it's literally 30 people. We were at 29. Okay, guys. Okay, pro tip: if you guys are gonna camera scan, oh shit, don't let your film fall onto the floor, especially if you have dogs and cats. Pro tip: after you finish one roll, take a shot with your camera. That way you have a blank frame, so when you're like organizing your files on your computer, you know that this is the end of one roll and the start of another. Unless you like being disorganized, then you do you. If you want more tips on camera scanning, check out my fucking full-length video all about it, because I'm not going to give it all away right here for you guys. You got to go watch the full thing. That's how I get the ad money. And ad money ain't that much, dude. It's not enough to live off of, you know, unless I lived in Ethiopia, I guess. I don't know. Not that I'm saying Ethiopia is bad. I'm sure it's a beautiful country, but I don't know. I think the dollar probably goes farther there than it does here. Anyway, we got another roll here. I developed all these today. What am I missing? Number 30, John L. Thank you so much. We're scanning. Crunk, you're scanning right now too? Hell yeah, dude. Not to be rude, but Sarah's like a dog owner that has to keep you, the pit bull, under control. Okay, well, sorry, thank you. Okay, so Sarah is going to talk to you guys. I don't think she's going to be on camera, but I have to go pee, so she's going to keep you guys company for a sec. So I don't even have my phone on me. Well, you can come look at the screen. I mean, I don't know. You guys can look this way at this randomness while Sarah talks to you guys. Ask Sarah anything. I'll be right back. I got to go pee.
Use the pee bottle.
Well, I don't
wash
have
your hands.
Bottle. Okay, I'll go to the bathroom and wash my hands just for the film's sake. I was going to pee outside, but thank you, chat, for letting me know. Or was that you? Was that your idea?
No. Nope, I took 4 rolls, I think, the whole weekend. I didn't really get through as much as I thought I would. I do not think I got a picture of the horses. I think maybe, I don't remember if I did or not. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Did I lose all the followers? Are they still
No.
here? The guys, thanks for hanging out with Sarah. I mean, I'm back now. Your savior has returned. Whoa, we got more. Whoa, people like Sarah more. I leave when we got 29, and now we got 31. Oh, 30. Okay. Oh no, it's over. Is it over? It's not over. No, I was just taking a break. I had to go pee. Did I miss anything, babe? Anything cool?
Mm-mm.
No one wanted to talk to me. They're just happy to talk to you.
No,
Okay.
nobody was saying anything.
Oh, okay. Pooping. I wasn't pooping. I was peeing. Come on. If I can poop that quick, that means I really had to go, I guess. I've taken is a mini horse, dude. Well, you would love it over here, man. There's like there's a place real nearby that's got mini ponies, little tiny mini ponies that are very accessible to the camera lens. So, I actually shot some of them on my new Leica Flex. Sorry, I'm not trying to flex on you with my Leica, bro, but I got it, and it's a Leica Flex, so what am I going to do? I got Caleb, and I think I got Caleb to hold it, but I got Caleb and Jason to hold my Leica Flex. So now I could sell it for more money on eBay if I decide I don't want it. Alexander, if you're still here, how many black Leica Flexes are there on the planet? Ah, come on. Why is this? I feel like I got this too tight. There we go. Now it's sliding through. This is.
Patrick wants to know if you have a recommendation for a half frame camera.
The Olympus pens, I guess. I don't know. Unless you, if you want something with full control, Olympus pen. If you want something, that's like forget it and just go, then the Yashica Samurai. But the Samurai is kind of bulky, and that's the one thing. It's like you're shooting a smaller format, so you might want a smaller pocket camera. So anybody here, if you know a half frame camera that
John said Pentax 17.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then you're spending a shit ton of money, dude. I mean, it's like $400. Jesus Christ, dude. I've only spent that much on a few cameras in my life, you know? That's a lot of money for a camera. I don't know, especially for a half frame camera. Zone focusing, there's not even any focusing aid. I know, I mean, I got a whole thing shitting on the Pentax 17. I can't help it. I know it's great that they're making new film cameras in today's day and age, but it just seems like a kind of hard to sell thing for me. I'm not on board with it. I don't know. You guys do you. If you have to, yeah. Well, if you have to do half frame, there's a lot cheaper options that give you more control. You know what I mean? Or less. If you want totally automatic, go for the Yashica Samurai. Yashica Kyocera Samurai X 3.0 or X 4.0. Either one is fine. And then if you want full control, go with one of the Olympus pen cameras. Yeah, Pen F is a great one, he says. Ever done pinhole photography? Somebody just asked. That's my best episode ever. My best episode ever. Long form on YouTube. Check this out. Watch my episode all about the Pinsta. Instant 4x5 pinhole photography. You get an instant 4x5. Just like this. A 4x5 picture. Like that. It comes out of here. You put the paper in here, you take the picture, and you can look at it. It's a positive.
To be fair, that
What?
photo on top is not from the Pinsta.
Well, I developed it in the Pinsta.
Yeah,
but yes,
you're not
it's the
gonna
same.
get that result in the Pinsta
Well, you could if you hold still enough.
for
But
a very
yes,
long time.
no, not pinata, Pinsta. Come on, Bricks. Come on. I see he already auto-corrected himself. I'm just fucking with you. Samurai, if you wanted to do cosplay as a 90s dad with a camcorder. Yes, John. Well, that's it's fun. People will think you're taking a video, so they'll start moving and you can take a cool picture of them, Yeah, I think the Samurai is awesome. Look it up on eBay. I don't know how much they go for, but I think even if you're paying eBay prices, you could buy and break like 4 of them before you ever get close to what a Pentax 17 goes for. Or maybe 3. I don't know. Fucking give me a break. Maybe they cost more after I made my video about them. But I don't think I have that much pull yet. We'll see. Once I get to that point, let me know, guys. When I get to the point where I can actually affect the used camera market, let me know which ones, and we'll start doing like a pump and dump scheme. We'll all buy into something stupid. Like, what's a stupid camera? We'll all buy into some stupid camera, and it'll be like, okay, Nick, we're ready, and I'll put out my video about it, and then we'll sell them, and we'll fucking clean up, dude. Let's do it, dude. Let's get it on the ground floor. Nick Coin coming soon to a camera near you. Hell yeah. $80 for a Samurai, dude. That's it. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty legit for what it is, dude. It's a great point and shoot. And you get over 70 pictures. Mine does like at least 76. You'd think you're only getting 72 pictures, but you get like 76 at least. Nikon, dude, fuck you, dude. Nikons are cool. Give me a break. Let's just pick a shittier one. I don't know, a shitty Nikon, a shitty Canon. Yes, Sean, thank you. Yes, that's another cool thing about the Yashica Samurai. It's a point and shoot, but you're actually seeing through the lens. It's an SLR point and shoot, which is like blows your fucking mind. And I think that's why it's so big. I would have settled for a point and shoot half frame that does all the things it does, that doesn't have a mirror in it, and it probably would have been a more of a pocketable experience. But that's not the Samurai. The Samurai kind of looks like a little camcorder. It's a weird shape, but that's fine because you get a shit ton of pictures. My one real gripe with it is it takes you forever to finish a freaking roll with it. Because it takes me forever to finish a 36 exposure roll unless I'm out shooting street with Mingo President Crunk over here. Then I can get through like 3 rolls in a night. Okay, framing this one up. I don't know what roll this is. There's a chicken on here. So I don't think this is street stuff. This is probably Sarah's roll.
It's one of my rolls because there's chickens on it.
Okay, well maybe it's mine. Maybe I started this one. This one might be from my point and shoot. What's this guy up to? Oh, what's up, Ishkan? Dude, guys, check out Ishkan. He's a big content dude on Instagram. Me and him talked a little bit. I kind of made fun of him when the Harman Red stuff came out, and I put out a video that like I chopped some video from him talking about the Harman Red. And anyway, Ishkan, he's a great dude. He puts out a lot of content, shooting cool cameras, making good pictures. I've seen him on the Instagrams. He's a cool ass guy, and he didn't mind when I made fun of him on the Instagram. So he's a chill dude. He's a chill bro. So yeah, check him out. Feel free to drop your handle if you want, man, in here. I don't know what your @ is on Instagram, but what was I gonna say? What was I talking about before that?
Someone asked if you have heard about the Japanese golf film cameras that have like 9 lenses.
Oh yeah. Those golf lenses that have like, I think you can get like 16 shots. You be like bah, 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 and it checks out your golf swing. I would love to have one of those things to fuck around with. But by the way, Ishkan, we're just scanning film. This is some street photography rolls that I did in Austin, Texas at that Darkroom Lab Beers and Cameras meetup thing. I mean, I didn't do the street photos during that. That was all just like networking, but these are rolls that I shot like before and after. Mostly after, but it seems like this roll is an anomaly that snuck into the pile. It seems like it has a lot of... I think this one is yours. I thought like one of the first ones I did was yours. but I think this one is the one that's yours. This one is one of Sarah's that like made its way to Austin. That was already mostly shot, and then she took a shot and she's like, "Oh, oh shit, I'm done."
So what are those? The roosters?
This is the Garvin store right now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah. Garvin store is a cool like. Well, it's been around since like the 30s, right?
Is it that old?
I think it's really old, something like that. It's just an old convenience store at some crossroads here, some iconic looking crossroads that you can imagine like somebody like dropped down to his knees and sold his soul to get good at guitar. That kind of crossroads. You know, now it's paved with asphalt, but you imagine back in the day, it was probably dusty.
And he's got 10 roosters.
He's got 10 roosters. They're like the size of a potato. They're like the tiny kind. Ishcon, it went pretty fun, dude. I got to meet Grainy Days. I got to meet Caleb of Bad Flashes. I got to meet King Japes. Trev Lee talked to me. So yeah, that was like the Beers and Cameras meetup at like a brewery, and then afterwards the photo walk happened, and I like made it from the start of the photo walk to 2 stops after that. You know, like they move and then they stop, they move and then they stop, and after the second stop, like I just stayed there for a while, and eventually the whole group just kept going, and I was like, oh, okay, bye. And that's kind of how it went down. But then I got to go out and take a bunch of cool street photos that night. 3 nights in a row, got to go to Austin, Texas, downtown, iconic street, 6th Street. They call it Dirty 6th. It's kind of like a proving ground. It's where boys become men and women become sluts, I guess. Not necessarily all of them. I know that seems sexist to say, but that's the one thing. Like you, okay, so after you've already become accustomed to the vibe of 6th Street, it is kind of tough because like you see so many young girls walking around like just barely wearing anything, and it kind of makes you depressed. Like fucking that's someone's daughter, you know what I mean?
Because you're getting old.
Yeah, I know. It's because I'm getting old, but it's just like, yeah, that was how I knew that on the last night, after doing it 3 nights in a row, you know, the first night you got the jitters.
People were like particularly trashed on Saturday.
They were trashed that night.
It was going downhill real fast.
Yeah. But the progression was like this. Like the first night we get to go out and shoot, I had the jitters. I wasn't like super confident of myself and how I was going to frame things up and catch people out on the night scene with my flash. I was going super Gildan. I was flashing all 3 nights. And you know, so like you're just trying to find interesting subjects, interesting angles, interesting things happening and put them between those 4 lines, you know? And by the end of it all, though, I was just like, I've taken countless pictures of countless drunk people, and they just look like dumb idiots, and I feel bad for them, and like, it just wasn't something I felt like I needed to remember, you know, so why even slap that shutter?
Somebody came after me.
Oh, someone chased Sarah down. Sarah took a picture of this one person. It was like a tall individual wearing a mask, and they, you know, like one of those COVID mask thingies. And they were like, what did they say? They were like, I'm gonna get the police. Ah!
They followed me. They like circled and followed me a couple of times.
Yeah, it was kind of sketchy because the person was imposing. They were way taller than Sarah was, so it was kind of sketchy.
It was pretty sketchy.
Yeah. And I had a few like a little objections. I had this one moment I tried to catch on one of the street corners. So like it used to be they'd shut down all of 6th Street to automobiles. Now they have barricades and there's cops at every crosswalk, you know, waiting for the go and the stop to let people through or not. And if you try to walk through when it's a not, they arrest you. And it's kind of freaking weird. Like, why don't they just make the cars go around 6th Street at this point? You know, it seems like more trouble than it's worth to try and, you know, let cars go through. And anyway, what was I getting? Oh yeah, I took a picture of a cop over the shoulder of a cop talking to 2 young ladies that were like bending his ear, and one of them chased me down and was like, did you take my picture? And I was just like, I don't know. I've taken tons of pictures. How am I? And they're like, well, it must have been like 5 photos ago. Can you see it? Can you delete it? And I'm like, no, film. Fuck you. I mean, I didn't say fuck you. I just said, no, I can't. And showed them that it's a film camera. And So that's one cool out of, being a film shooter is you don't got to show your photos to nobody. So either, whether you took a shitty photo or you don't want to, show that you slyly took somebody's photo, you got an out. But then if somebody's brazen enough, they'll take that shit, rip it out, beat you up. You just can't let that happen. You can't let it come to that. You got to be a polite person. And I feel like I'm always polite. I'm a nice guy. Unless I'm on a YouTube live and I'm getting a little bit too lit, I guess. But even then, I'm a nice guy. Okay, already took that photo. Move on to the next one. Guys, I feel like it's taking me an hour to get through each roll. This is only my second roll, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, after this roll, we'll call it on the live stream because I do got to go eat. It's almost 9:00 p.m. here. And if I just keep talking to you guys like this, I'll never finish this and I'll never eat dinner and I'll just be stuck here doing this for the rest of my life. Not that that's that bad of a thing. I love talking to you guys, but it feels a little one-sided. Come on, throw me some ammo. What are you guys thinking about? You guys want to know about the photo walk? You guys want to know about grainy days, bad flashes? You guys want to know about Austin or just any random film or photo related question or query? What's going on? Smash camera on ground, throw 100 bill at you. Well, I mean, $100. I mean, that would be fine if it was like, a Holga, I guess. How much do Holgas go for? I don't even have a Holga. But not to brag, but I did get my Leica Flex for around $100.
What was the best thing you ate in Austin?
Best thing I ate in Austin? I mean,
those burgers.
Those freaking not a damn chance burgers, dude.
Those were pretty good.
Those might have been the best. Yeah, we always go to Ramen Tatsuya, famous ramen place on 6th Street in Austin. We go there every time we come. But those not a damn chance burgers, damn. I'm so glad they don't let you alter the order. Because if I had said no onions, that burger would have sucked. Yes, I usually say no onions, but these people know how to do onions on a fucking burger. Where's Walker Puppy Boy? He's hanging out with Sarah. He's napping over here. Let me see if I can get a little bit of the puppy. Is that him? Can we see him a bit?
Probably not.
It's dark. He's over there on the couch cushions. Sarah's petting him a bit. He's a little guard puppy, and he's like just tired of traveling and guarding us against the unknown. What's up, Harry? You injection in the community. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for saying that I'm doing. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I mean, no. You know what? That makes it sound like I'm selfless. No, I'm just trying to be me and do me and get paid for doing me. So, I mean, I'm glad you guys like it, but I'm not some fucking like, artsy fartsy guy that's like, well, I'm doing something important. This is what the community needed. No, I'm selling me. I'm a salesman. I'm selling me. And if I ever get sponsored, I'll be selling whatever they're sponsoring me to sell. So keep an eye out. Pretty soon I'll be part of the Illuminati, and you can't trust the Filminati, and you can't trust anything I say. So keep that in the back of your mind. Eventually I won't just be independent creator. And then what else did I miss? My ex-wife too, dude. I don't know what you were referencing when you said that. I hope everything's all right. I hope you guys were amicable in the split. I'm a plain cheeseburger, dude. I don't like plain. I like pickles. I like tomatoes. I like lettuce. Just usually, it's usually just like diced like onions that have the oniony, the cut through kind of taste. But like these guys had them grilled, kind of like caramelized. It was like super greasy. It was like stringy. It was nice. Yeah, not a damn chance burger. Apparently they have a Michelin star, dude. So I mean that's nuts. There's only like so many ways to cook a fucking burger. So if you can get a Michelin star doing that, you're a fucking genius, dude. Apparently, what did you say, Mingo? That they were pro skater / burger chefs. What a freaking hyphenate that is. By the way, guys, I've been talking for like 2 hours and I haven't gotten any donations in the chat.
God, please. Can you...
Come on. Let's get 50 cents in the chat right now. Come on. Let's do it. We can make this happen.
Terrible.
I know I'm terrible. It's like I'm a busker over here. I'm a street performer. What do we say? I'm a plain cheeseburger. Dude, yeah, everyday carry camera. Artsy, man. I'm not artsy. Come on. Everyday carry camera. It just depends. I mean, it depends on what has film in it. And if none of my cameras have film loaded in them, then it's the Ricoh GR3X. But I wish I had the GR3 OG instead of the X because the X is a little too tight.
Why don't you trade it out then?
I mean, I probably should trade it out. If anybody feels like their GR3 is too wide and they have a GR3 OG and they want to trade it out for an X, which has a 40 mil equivalent, then I'd be all ears. Or maybe I should just sell it and get one of those Fuji cameras that everyone talks about. I don't know.
Technically, isn't that my camera?
Yeah, it is your camera. I bought the Ricoh for Sarah, but Sarah never touches it because it doesn't have a viewfinder. She hates shooting from the screen. Yo, dude, you like 6 times did. I said 50 cents. I didn't say $3. Thank you so much, though. Jason Romero, #1 top doggy of the chat. Biggest cool guy, biggest fan every time, all the time. Jason Romero. Wow. I cannot believe it. I just got 3. Do you take Toys R Us gift cards? Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? Is Toys R Us still around? Jeffrey the Giraffe? No. Hell yeah. I don't care if they're bankrupt. Go ahead and send it to my PO. If you guys want to send me film or goodies or raw milk or ammunition or firearms, PO Box 251, Ingram, Texas 78025. That's where you can send me stuff. There you go. It's also on my website. I don't put it in the descriptions of things. Did I already take this shot? No, I did not. So good thing I checked. Bing. Okay. That's funny. I have the GR3 and I often wish I had the X. Not enough to trade though. Curse the GR. I think you're always going to wonder if you can get the right version. Yeah. I mean, one cool thing about having the tighter version is I feel like it's just had to train me. It's like wearing it's like wearing weights, doing weighted training when trying to do hip shooting, because the tighter your lens is, the more cropped in, the more zoom of a lens, the longer focal length you have, the harder it is to do hip shooting. So doing hip shooting with that thing with a 40 mil equivalent is pretty tough compared to if you had what is the normal one? Like a 28 mil equiv? Is that what the normal one is? I don't know. But I feel like if I had a wider one, I'd be happier. But, it's just I think my biggest gripe with the whole GR system is it doesn't feel very assuring to take the picture. It's not like you don't feel anything mechanical. It's all electronic. Like, yeah, the little tiny shutter goes, and it's real quiet. It's stealthy. It's fun. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Eric 159. Celebrate, everybody. Let's celebrate their first. How do I do this? Do I click it? Everybody celebrate his first super on a live stream. Eric, thank you so much, dude. You fucking, let's go. Jackson, you called it right, man. Let's fucking go, guys. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, you guys rock. I'm getting close to the end of this roll. I'm doing about a roll an hour. I can usually get this done in 2 minutes, but talking to you guys is a blast. So I'm getting a bit sidetracked over here. And this is Sarah's roll. So I got to be methodical and make sure I'm scanning it good. So yeah, I developed 5 rolls of color negative film today. And one of them was Sarah's. She also shot a roll of Delta 3200 out in the mean streets of Austin. And she shot a roll of 500T, which I can't develop with the normal C41 film. I have to set that aside and get that done on its own. Yes, film is expensive. Let's go. Come on, people. Show some love and send a sticker. Yes, send me a sticker. Send me a super chat. Send me whatever you want. You can also, if you really feel like you want to give and you don't need the recognition of the chat, the best way to give to the channel is check out the link in the description. You can go to my website, madebylowpro.com, and join Low Presty Army, either with a one-time or a recurring giving thing. And you can, and then YouTube doesn't get a cut. Then we're cutting out the middleman. Your money goes right to me and buys film for me. You know what? I can't imagine anything more beautiful. Or you can do PayPal. That also works too. But yeah, tons of ways to help out the channel, but you guys being here, I already appreciate it enough. Don't feel like you got to do anything. You know, don't go stealing mommy's credit card out of her purse. Just picked up 2 rolls of Kodak. Oh my God, dude, I am jealous, Jackson. Are you kidding me? So what is the spectral sensitivity of that? That goes to like at least like halfway through the 800 nanometers, right? Um, I've been doing some infrared work with the Rolly stuff, the Rolly infrared 400. I know the light sucks right now, but I've been doing some black and white infrared on that, and I feel very limited in what I'm trying to do because it only goes up to like maybe 800 at the top end of what it can see of the nanometers. Dude, Jack, you're a millionaire, dude. Fucking buy me a house, dude. Buy me a house in rural Pennsylvania, please. If you're a millionaire, come on, dude, come on. I want to build a dark room and make prints. I want to do like large format stuff. I want to do cool ass stuff with photography, and really, I just want to feel like secure and like I can do this and not worry about like running out of money, and I can keep on making creatively fulfilling things and making people happy. Most of all, I want to make Sarah happy and provide a place for her and the dog and the cat and maybe start a family and all that kind of thing. But anyway, life gets in the roll. So if you're really a millionaire, a secret millionaire fan of mine, come on, dude. If you got yacht money, you got Nick money, baby. Let's go. Hello from Brazil, Antonio Bernardo. Did I get that right? Bernardo. Okay, hello from Brazil. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'm glad I'm able to get some international love in here. You know, I know I act all patriot Americano, but I feel like we're all humans here. I don't think of any less of people, from other places. Whoa, gas cameras gear, $2. Whoa, what the fuck, dude? Thank you guys so much. This is going to be able to buy me more films, and I'm going to be able to do more cool stuff with you guys. I really appreciate it. Everything helps. Whether you're just here watching or you're throwing money at me, every little bit helps, guys. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go. I'm going to be able to buy some Aerochrome soon. If anyone knows anybody at the Celluloid Collective, tell them to send me some free Aerochrome. They got some bulk Aerochrome, but I don't really have enough money to spend $50 on a roll of film right now, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I know I'm missing a lot of chats, guys. Let me catch up and make sure I didn't miss that shot. Okay. I want to try that Rolly IR so bad. Got an R72 filter for Christmas and waiting for the light to get better with some leaves on the... Yeah, dude. Best lighting conditions are mostly blue skies with spotty clouds because, the whole cool thing about doing infrared landscape stuff, you turn those blue clear skies to dark to help with the contrast, but you don't want it to just be like a field of dark. You want a little bit of spot of clouds for the drama, So that's always the perfect scene for me. But what I was doing with this infrared was a little bit different than just doing your standard infrared landscape stuff. I was trying to do some infrared flash photography on the streets, and I really hope I got some good exposures. I did like 2 rolls of exposure tests, trying to make sure I got to the right point where I could go comfortably into the streets and trichrome it. If you can trichrome it, dude, wow, that's the closest you can get to doing Aerochrome. I mean, that's the way to do it. That's the manual way to Aerochrome. But if anyone knows anyone at the Celluloid Collective, anyway, tag them on Instagram or tell them, hey, Nick needs a free roll if you want free publicity. Send me some film, Celluloid Collective, and I'll do a reel for you. How about that? I want to try that. Okay, what are we talking about 8x12 for? Just the 8x12. What we just got came here today and sold a print for 20 bucks. Oh, just an 8x12 print. Okay. Where's the print size? Yada. Let's fucking go. Gas camera. Yes. Fucking thank you so much again for that. Again. Sorry guys, it's taken me forever to get through this roll. Do you need to borrow a few cameras to do some reviews? Just saying, I may have a couple things. I mean, I got tons of cameras, but if you got something you feel like would help the channel, gas cameras and whatever, I mean, I'm not going to tell you no. I mean, feel free to DM me on Instagram if you want to talk about it in private. I got a decent collection of fun things, but if you feel like you have something that would be fun to watch me play with, I mean, I'm not gonna say no. But I do have some stuff on the horizon that I'm gonna be getting out of state. I'm gonna be doing some fun things. I recently got news that I'll have some photos showcased at a gallery in LA, so I'll be selling some. Dario, do you live out in LA? Are you one of them? Are you one of them California liberals? Or whoa, I thought the smiling ball would have been more of like a southern drawl. No, congratulations, dude. I've never had anything hung up, so fucking props, dude. Sarah's had something in the gallery before. Not that I'm jealous, but it was pretty cool. Uh, Very cool. Yeah, yeah, excited. While you stream, I'm actually scanning some expired 100 Delta film. Hell yeah, Aaron. We're fucking getting it, dude. Me and my buddy President Crunk on here, Donald Crunk, was scanning his film too. So it's like a little scanning party right now. Um, Trichrome, yeah, dude. We talking about that. Have you tried the expired dev chemicals? The expired dev chemicals. I do have some expired dev chemicals, like are you referencing like an old live? Because I feel like I might have only mentioned that on a live from forever ago. I do have some old C41 chemicals. I think they're in a bin in my garage right now. But I have not used them yet. No, I only use I only use fresh chemicals at the present moment in time. Guys, we only got like 2 or 3 frames left.
Well, if you want, I can wait. You can wait until I'm done with this pizza.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just putting it in now. It's going to take 20 minutes.
Okay, well, Sarah's cooking a pizza. She bought you an extra 20 minutes of time to hang out with me, I guess. Well, she's cooking me a pizza. Well, us a pizza. But she's also cooking you more time to hang out with me. And sorry if I seemed a little drunk and weird today. I haven't been drinking lately, but I'm getting back to some old habits, catching up for lost time. Having a scan party here, scanning old films, well, new films. This one's got a couple doors on it. Expired means more flavor. I would love to see, I would love to do a video on well, okay, so how much of a difference does it make if you're going to try and reuse some of this chemical or that? I would love to just shoot a few frames of some black and white film and try and reuse some HC 110 and see what it really fucking does to that film, Yeah, dude, Jared, we scanning. Okay, what did Limelight say? Most definitely bad. I left some C41 chemicals laying around at room temp, and they went bad within a few months of sitting around. Dude, well, how did that happen? Because right now, I used chemicals to dev this that I'm scanning right now that I mixed up in January, and January 28th, so practically February, and now it's mid-March. No, it's almost the end of March. Anyway, I mean, I feel like my chems always last for a while, dude. I mean, maybe I'm just less picky. I don't know, but I add 2% for every roll after the 8th roll up to the development time, and that's what keeps it going. But right now, I'm adding 1,000,000,000,000% the amount of time it usually takes me to scan film with the Essential Film Holder, the best film holder on the planet. Use my affiliate link to buy yours if you need a film holder and you're trying to get into camera scanning. We're scanning film. Yay. Okay, wait a second. Just sent in some film shot in the night, so my family had no clue. So I'm looking forward to scanning them. Dude, I love scanning family photos, Jared. I love preserving that shit. And I really got to get back to doing that because there are tons of negatives here in this house. And I don't want to be living at my mom's house forever, so I would love to preserve all that shit before I move. Still coming to Policon in May. Did I already say that to all the live stream, John? I'd love to, dude. That is the plan. I would love to come out, but it's tough. It's tough to say for sure. I told what's the guy that runs that whole Brooklyn Film Camera thing? Anyway, I told him I'd love to go, but I guess I'm not big enough to be like, hey, fuck you, pay me, not that, what am I going to add to a Policon? I do shoot instant stuff. What did Steph say? Do you shoot instant film? If so, do you prefer Polaroid or Instax or both? I do shoot instant a bit. Um, I have a very nice Polaroid camera. I have a Polaroid SLR 690, which I guess the purists would say suck and is not as good as the 680 because it has digital components rather than analog components. Um, and the one thing that sucks about it is it has no off switch. Usually, when you close up one of those folding Polaroid cameras, it turns itself off and it stops draining that built-in battery that's built into the film pack. But the 690 does not do that. So I have like 5 packs of 600 film that are like half shot, and I have to take them out of that. At Limelight Darkroom. Yeah. Wait. Anyway, so yeah, that's my one gripe with the 690. I like instant film. It's a lot of fun. But there's things to work around that. Let me go hang this up and we'll keep talking until my pizza's ready. Okay, guys? Give me a sec. Okay, so that's 2 rolls down. And I still got 3 more to go, but I'm going to do that off this live because if I kept talking to you guys as I scan film, I would never, ever finish because you guys are just so nice and you like talking to me, and I appreciate that. You know, I do feel blessed to have you guys to talk to about all this random analog bullcrap. Okay, let me turn off my camera for now. And I'm still underlit. Okay, so what did I miss? So yeah, I'd have to say I do like Polaroid more, just because it's fun. It's nostalgic for a time that, like, you know, I was just a little baby during the Polaroid times. But let me pull out some fun things. So this is the result of my Polaroids going bad in the pack. I'm having to find a way to shoot them in other cameras and then manually run them through rollers. So at least that's fun, you know? It's not just perfect like Instax. I got some weird development mark thingies going on here. What's this one? This is probably the best one. Check that out. So that's going to be an episode eventually about how to manually process, Polaroid film that might have gone, the battery might have gone bad in the 600 pack. So if you're using an old like 600 Polaroid 600 land camera, or if you're using an SL, an SX 670 or SX 70, my bad, 670, whatever. There's a 680 and a 670. Yeah, it kind of makes me think like I got like a nun thing, what do you call them? But yeah, so I mean, happy accidents like that. Well, that's the best one. It looks like you have some cool, like a shawl. Yeah, exactly, dude. And then in here, that's the rest of this pack. And then I got more of it over there. I just don't have time to fuck around with yeah, it's supposed to be instant film, but I feel like I got to prepare to fuck around with my instant film. And it's just kind of like, I don't want to waste it because it costs so much, dude. It's just like when I was out on the streets in Austin, my buddy Mingo, who might still be here in the chat, gave me a roll of Portra 800. And as soon as I put that in my fucking camera, I got so precious with my shots. I wasn't wasting frames anymore, and I felt like I wasn't allowing myself room to play because I was like, expensive film, no. So imagine how I feel when I got Polaroid or Instax in my camera. I'm like, it's got to be perfect. But at the same time, instant film does kind of inherently give you that feeling of it's time to play. It's not serious business. It's just instant film. But at the same time, it's fucking expensive, So it's kind of tough. It does both. It's playtime film, but it's an expensive hobby. So what did we miss? Speaking of my old fan, I came across a photo of my father that he took in 1991 of him in a trench coat and shades and paisley shirt. Very interesting. It is weird seeing dads, especially like, if I look back at pictures of my dad at my age, like we look very similar and it's kind of weird. And I'm like, well, fuck you, Dad, for being a boomer that got to ride that economic wave of getting to fucking build a house for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and here I am having to struggle. Whatever. Thanks, Dad. Make a Discord server. I don't know. Maybe eventually, if I find somebody, if any of you in the chat would want to run a Discord server like for me, I mean, I don't know. Like, do you guys really want to talk in a Discord about me and the stuff I talk about in analog and just be like the Nick Lopresti Army Discord server? Whoa. I mean, I really have no interest in running one, but if I find a close friend enough from the chats or from DMing on Instagram, I'd be more than happy to like relinquish control of my Discord identity to somebody else to run. And I would pop in there once in a while and say hi, but I'm not too like I don't care. Um, Steph, whoa, what are we saying whoa about? Makes you look like you have a goofy. Yeah, we already got there. Best one, some odd shawl. Love preserving past frames. Working on a video about an old family friend who was trying to convert a 100-foot fire tower into a windmill back in the 80s. Oh, that sounds like a cool fucking project, man. For preserving his old Kodachrome slides that he took documenting it. Yeah. I have so many like family slides that I gotta convert, and like kind of made me feel bad because we went to this estate sale and this guy had thousands of slides I wish I could buy and help preserve, but like at the end of the day, you only got so much time on this sphere, and I'd rather preserve my family memories and work towards the life I want to build rather than trying to save every analog moment I can. But I love developing old found film, and finding even just random people's memories that were lost, just latent images on some things that were exposed decades ago. It's pretty fucking gnarly. What else did I miss? We tried newish black and white Polaroid film. No, I mean I might have shot like one pack of black and white Polaroid. But even that, I don't know if I have. I have some black and white Polaroid over there, but I don't know if I've ever shot it, to be honest. I read somewhere that's it was a way to take test shots in the studio back in the day and stuff. Yeah, I mean it was kind of just like a necessity thing, like to test out to give yourself some assurance that your like lighting setup was going to do what you wanted it to do, and that's what Peel Apart was all for, because you could put it right into the camera you're going to use to take the actual photos with. But now it's just some expensive thing for Brooklyn Film Camera to hawk off to people for a shit ton of money. But I mean, whatever. Scarcity, demand, all that. That's the market. That's capitalism, baby. My dad looked about it as he does now. I don't know how he did that. My dad looked. Well, I mean, I guess you don't crack if you're your dad, frickin' Gabriel. I don't know, Jabriel. Is it Gabriel with a J? Is that a thing? What is going on right now? Found a roll of 120 film that was exposed in 1946. Who do you think I should have develop it, or should I do it myself? Hey, if you really want an answer to that, DM me on Instagram, or find Eric John Vandrick on Instagram, because if you DM me on Instagram, I'm going to DM Eric John Vandrick and find out the name of the lab that he knows that specializes in developing stuff like that. Stuff that, I mean, I have developed stuff like that was exposed like back in the 70s, but that's as far back as I've gone. If I was serious about wanting it to turn out good, there are very specialized labs that handle stuff like that and know how to do the development in a way that's going to ensure something really good. Thank you so much, Patrick. Love the channel, love the vibe. When you can do clothing merch, please make a brand. Cowboy hats. Oh my god, my own brand of cowboy hats. Woo. Yeah, I mean, eventually, how am I going to find a freaking, I don't want to do drop shipping. Yes, I could get like crappy shirts, crappy hats, and just slap a freaking logo on it that I don't have to worry about at all. But like, I want shit to be real. I want to be able to hold it in my hands before you guys ever even get to hear about it. Thank you so much, Patrick. You fucking rock. Let me. Hell yeah, dude. Let me circle back a bit. Don't know any slide. But yeah, dude, gas, cameras, and gear. DM me on Instagram, and I'll put you in touch with somebody who knows about a lab that specializes in developing stuff just like that. I don't have any slides to convert, but my family has quite a few Super 8 rolls that need to be archived. Ooh, that's another journey I'm hoping to go down soon. I want to build my own. I want to convert a Super 8 projector into a scanning system where I can take out the projecting lens and put in an LED instead of the bulb and just aim this thing down the hole that's left over from the lens and have it automatically advance to the next frame, take a picture with this, and then stitch it all together in post to make a moving picture. And that would be the dream, because I do have a bunch of random found 8mm and 16mm that I would love to be able to convert. And just in my old age, it seems like that would be a fun way to make, random income. People, yeah, send me your freaking 16mm or 8mm, and I can make you a Hollywood level scan. Just put it on this freaking machine and let it do all the rest of the work. Yeah, that would be the dream, to have that, to have a dark room. Bada bing. I don't know, where else am I at? Jared says, absolutely, man. YouTube takes so much time to get going. Got to pick and choose wisely. That's what I'm trying to do, man. And I got some big projects coming up. We're going to be going out to New Mexico and Arizona and meeting some fucking people that are doing some big things in the analog space. And I feel very blessed to have that opportunity ahead of me. What's my dream film camera? Dream film camera. Do I have a dream film camera? I guess a Leica M6. I don't know. I mean, if I can. That's everyone's dream film camera, right? I'd love to have a Linhof Technica 4x5 camera. I'd love to have some kind of camera with a roll film. I'd love to have a Mamiya Universal or a Mamiya Super 23 press camera. I don't know, dude. I feel like, I just like everybody else, you see resolution, you see bigger negative, you say, oh, wow, that's cool. But at the end of the day, I mean, 35mm is good enough, man. How do you like the Universal, man, Limelight? You love it or you hate it? You sick of it or you can't get enough of it? How does it go? My name is Gabriel, but it's a joke to me and some friends came up with Jabriel. Okay. Well, it's good to know Gabriel, Jabriel. Found some abandoned developed film walking home from school. It was like some family trip in the 90s. Yeah. It is weird getting to peer into people's lives like that with the abandoned film, lost film, found film, whether it was already developed or not, and you're just scanning it or you're deving it and scanning it. I've found and devved and scanned like just random shit, man. And like I feel like the oldest stuff I've found and scanned was from my family from like the 1920s. And then other than that, stuff from the 40s I've found and scanned. The oldest stuff I've devved and scanned is probably from the 60s.
What about that one the other day that like the phone number on it was just like a couple of numbers?
Yeah, I think that was from the 40s. I didn't dev that though. I just found it and scanned it. Have I ever used large format? Yeah, dude. Check out my video about shooting. It like the thumbnail says like film sucks. It's all about shooting direct to positive paper in my 4x5 press camera, the Bush Pressman. I'll go grab it for you guys. Where is it? Here we go. So this is my only large format camera at the present time. This is my Bush Pressman. For the video that I did with this, it had a 135mm f4.7 lens in it, but right now I have converted it. Well, I converted. That sounds so technical. I just swapped it out. I put a 90mm f6.3 in there, and I went ahead and went through the trouble of I put a new focusing scale on there because 90mm is pretty wide for 4x5. So what I really want to do is get this to a point where I can zone focus with it and, just do that. No ground glass, just go out, bada, bada, bing. It works, Where's the freaking, oh, and now it's over here. So just, there you go, bada, bing. That's what I want to do with this. And my original plan was to take this to Austin and do some street stuff with it, but that didn't really come through. That wasn't in the cards with what I had available at the time. I kind of need like a Graphmatic back and to do more exposure tests before I feel confident enough to waste a bunch of 4x5 frames out on the streets. But yeah, that's my only 4x5 camera right now. Look into cyanotypes or salt prints. You can make large prints without needing a darkroom or an enlarger. Yeah, I would love to do cyanotypes. I have the chemicals. I would love to figure out how to put a freaking UV bulb into an enlarger and enlarge my negatives onto cyanotype stuff. That would be really cool if I could figure that out. Just framed and printed two of my favorite photos. Printing your photos is so sick. I know, man. I want to get there. That's the dream. Me and Sarah dream of getting the fuck out of here so we can have our own house and build our own dark room. And say we have that photo itch, but it's raining, it's cloudy, it's cold, it's too hot. Guess what? Go into the dark room and print instead of going out and taking photos. That's the other half. That's what's missing. Yes, I could invest into getting like a printer here or build myself a dark room here, but this place is temporary and I don't want to put down roots here at my mom's house. Because that's like admitting failure. You know what I mean? How about a large format? Yeah, we already got there. Your dream camera is an M6. Mine is a working one. Mine I'll keep breaking down.
No, what cameras do you have?
Jared, what do you mean? Just a working camera, or you want a working M6? You have M6s that are broken, or just all your cameras are broken? Oh, geez, either way. It's all right so far. 127 millimeter lens seems to have the same image size as the 100 millimeter. Have a ground glass back too, but you need to know that the ground glass holder doesn't take standard 2x3 film holders. Okay. Well, I mean, that's nice that you could at least do some real slow, like medium or large format-esque shooting with your universal, dude, with that ground glass. I mean, it is fun to do. It's a nice little exercise, but it slows me down so much. I kind of want to treat this like an old 40s press photographer and just zone focus and stop way down. Maybe I should get myself like a flash gun with the flash bulbs and go, you know what I mean? That would be a lot of fun. Only takes dedicated Mamiya branded Type A and Type J sheet film holders that tend to be very expensive. Is there a way to? I thought the Universal used roll film though. Trade it for the Hossie? No way. I'm not trading that. I'm not even allowed to trade the Hossie. That is Sarah's Hossie. Limelight. Sarah has claimed it. I've gotten to shoot one roll through it. That one roll for that video when I was sick as a dog. That's all I've gotten to shoot. And Sarah freaking has claimed it. She hasn't let me put my fucking fingers on it ever since. It's hers now. So I feel like I need to get another Hasselblad or I just need to get another film back. So that I'm allowed to shoot Hasselblad again, even though, I just feel like I get so disillusioned with medium format and large format. It's no better. The negative's bigger. Yes, you get bigger resolution, but
it's just magic.
It's magic. It's fun. Magic. Yeah, it's fun to see the negative until you scan it and you see you missed focus by a mile. You know what I mean? Like 35 all day, every day. Let the grain hide your mistakes. I'm gonna be a 110. I'm gonna be an exclusively 110 shooter. No, fuck that. I'm gonna shoot Minox. I'm gonna shoot disc film. Who needs a big negative? It's for losers. Okay. What am I missing? I got a Rolleiflex 2.8 that I trade you for that. No way. Like we already explained that. Sorry, man. 3.5 on my Yashica mat is fast enough anyway. And then throw a semi-functional tube. Oh, look at that. You just touched on the same base. Thank you, Eric. Oh no, just wondering. Working camera. I have a couple of the multi-point and shoots, but they're getting crabby. Oof. Well, I'm sorry, man. I mean, I know it sucks to have fucked up cameras. I think we all start there, I just my advice to people is just fucking get the cheapest camera you can get. Like I feel like I only thrift. I try not to spend like retail prices for anything, and I'm blessed to have been able to buy the things I have. I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth or act like I'm not privileged. I'm definitely privileged to be the person I am in the place I am with the type of things that are available to me and I've been able to buy. Yeah, I mean, people, but whatever you're starting with, like maybe you could aspire to just get the Pentax K1000 and that's enough to take the best pictures that you'd ever want, for the rest of your life, And people look at that as just a starting camera, or you aspire to get the AE1 or whatever, or maybe it's just some off-brand thing, or some Soviet thing or a Zorky, whatever it is, as long as it's in your hands and you can put film in it and you can take a picture. That's all that matters. I know it's tough. You get stuck in all the gas stuff, man. You know, and that's why Sarah has a Hasselblad, is because of gear acquisition syndrome. Ah, okay. What did I miss? Out of bounds. It ain't nothing's out of bounds, man. Can take roll film, but if you want to shoot sheet, then okay, yeah, I get you, man. Yeah, yeah, Ishkan, you shoot Hossie too, right, man? Like, yeah, it's not for everybody. The whole freaking. I mean, I love it. It's fun, and I feel like I just have to get used to that way of shooting. But I just kind of like to shoot fast, and it's kind of hard for me to like get into that mindset of I'm going to slow down and really take this picture. And if I do, like,
you want to run around with that big old thing.
Yeah, I want to run around. I want to shoot big and fast. Can I shoot big and fast? That's the dream. Big and fast, baby. That's why I want a wide lens. I want a wide lens. I want a strong flash so I can stop down and not worry about focusing, zone focusing. That's like the magic bullet, right? Super fun for tiny negative though. Yeah, man. So little tiny negatives, dude. 35. So people, that's a mini. You know, people forget. People act like 35 mil film. It's like normal, but that's miniature film. And then 110 is sub miniature. I had one pretentious camera store owner remind me of that once. He's like, medium format. It's medium because it's bigger than the small. The small is 35. 35 is mini film. Large format, that's like the normal film. If you want to be a real photographer, go big, go home. But resolution ain't everything, baby. I feel like 35 mil is the sweet spot. You know, you get all the fun of analog, the fun of grain, the fun of highlight retention, whizzing through your camera. You know, you can always overexpose. Try not to underexpose. You know, that's the fun of 35 mil, and it just hits that sweet spot. 120 film. I'm still trying to learn to love 120 film. I feel like I've only gotten a few shots that I even like on medium format as opposed to love. You know, I feel like I have tons of shots that I love of 35 mil. 120 film. It's hard to love it because, you know, shallower depth of field. And, you know, people say they don't like to pixel peep, but you always end up pixel peeping anyway, and then hating on yourself for missing focus by a mile. But, you know, we can't all be perfect. We can't all be Bruce Gilden. I'm sorry if you hate him. He's my idol, though, I guess. Was a very beat up K1000 that I got for free, lol. Yeah, dude, I think we've all had a K1000 in our lifetime. It's like a rite of passage. I have never shot one because I had already had better cameras at that point. But I probably have some in storage. I don't know if I've sold them yet or not. I'm addicted to thrifting cameras, and I have more than I even know about. What else? Photography has become very much a money show. As long as the basic principles are there, it'll be enough. Yes, exactly, man. You don't need all the fancy cameras. It's just fun to look at them. And of course, you know, people on the internet like me are always going to fucking play with fun cameras and make you guys wish you had some. And I'm sorry. I'm trying not. Thrifting video. Eventually. Yes. Okay. Guys, I'm definitely going to do a thrifting video. I want to do all sorts of fun stuff. If I didn't get to any of your questions or comments, feel free to DM me on Instagram. Say, hey, I was just at that live and you ignored me, you fucking asshole. And I'll be like, dude, I'm sorry. From my house, I saw on nail. Dude, fucking, okay, well, thanks for bragging, fucking crunk, dude. Way to make me feel bad. Anyway, dinner time. Sarah just came in here and gave me that wrap up motion, so we got to wrap this up. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Like I said, if I didn't get to what you wanted to talk about, hit me up, DM me on Insta, and I'll reply to you on there. I'm getting out of here. Fucking peace, dude. We're gonna go eat some fucking oven pizza from the grocery store. I appreciate you guys. All like always. New video. Hopefully, the next video is gonna be the color developing at home video. It's gonna be a fun one. I got a lot of little skits written into that one. Anyway, that's it. Almost 2 hours in. Peace, guys. How do I always forget. How do I end this live? Okay, yeah, there's the button. Peace. Fucking shoot more, think less. Don't worry about gear. I know I'm always talking about gear. Bye, 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 bye.